Hi, some thoughts for today on this Remembrance Sunday. A 15-year-old girl in India noticed how the burning of charcoal was damaging the health of ironing vendors and was also affecting the air quality in her hometown. So she designed and invented a solar-powered ironing cart, which was both safer and cleaner to use. As a result of her efforts, she was a finalist in the Duke of Cambridge's Earthshot Prize and also appeared beside Prince William at our recent COP26 summit. She said this to the delegates: "We'll build the future if you are stuck in the past. Me and my generation will live to see the consequences of your actions today. You are deciding whether or not we have a chance to live in a habitable world. You are deciding whether or not we are worth fighting for, worth supporting, and worth caring for. Many of my generation are angry and frustrated at leaders who have made empty promises and failed to deliver. We have every reason to be angry. I have no time for anger. I want to act. I'm not just a girl from India. I'm a girl from Earth. We need a new vision for the future." Venetia Umashankar received a standing ovation. The voice of youth that desires and yearns to build a cleaner and better future. A voice that asks us, are we the youth worth fighting for, caring for and supporting? Will you build a world in which the youth of today will be able to thrive and blossom? In these words, in those young hearts, the question to us is, so what now? So what now? What is going to happen next? As young soldiers huddled in trenches and locked in their dugouts, they too must have wondered, what now? What is going to happen next? Young lives that longed for home. Young hearts that longed for loved ones and sweethearts and wondered what the heck is going to happen next. They too could have echoed Venetia's words. Are we worth fighting for, supporting, worth caring about? We shall have to try and live in the world you are creating. We need a new vision for the future. As we know, far, far too many never saw home or the future and left grieving families in their beloved homes. The war poets in particular wanted to make sure that these tender young lives that perished were never forgotten. One such was Siegfried Sassoon, who wrote, "Battalions and battalions scarred from hell, the returning army that was youth, the legions who have suffered and are dust." So what next? This to me a question that I imagine the friends of Jesus asked almost every day. What on earth is going to happen next? They're in Jerusalem with Jesus today, and he has caused quite a stir. He has upset the authorities, upset the money changers at the temple. So there's nothing more he can upset. That is what they think, as they point to the magnificence of the stones of the temple. They may be great, says Jesus, but even they are going to be upset. Not one stone will be left standing on another. Jesus' friends must have wondered what on earth he was on about. Some of the stones of the temple were limestone blocks which weighed more than 100 tons. The colonnaded hall along the south end of the Temple Mount had 4 rows of 40 columns, each 50 feet high. The temple building itself was faced with marble and gold, virtually blinding those who gazed at it in the sun. What does he mean, not one stone will be left upon another? Jesus is telling them the destruction of the temple will mean a change in God's relationship with his people. It will be a personal, one-to-one relationship through Jesus. The old ways are over. Here is a new vision, says Jesus. The youth of yesterday, the youth of today, look for a new vision. But in so many ways we are locked into the old temple, whose stones need to fall to bring in a fresh hope and a habitable world. Surely the doomed youth that Sassoon writes about deserves better. We need to change, but if we do not, the youth of today risks becoming a doomed generation. So what's next? It's up to us to try and live out the words of the prophet Micah, to do justly, to love tenderly, and to walk humbly with your God. So travel safe, pilgrim.